What is going on, creatives? Tunde again from Ceasar Graphics. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my tutorial on how to use type. Type is one of the most important elements that every graphic designer must know how to use. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use type to tell story and how to pick the right type for your project. I'm sure you're going to enjoy watching this tutorial. So sit back, relax, and keep watching. All right, so before I get into the purpose of this training, I need to quickly let you all know that type is one of the most important elements that you must not play with as a designer. In fact, without type, there's no design. All right, type is very important. And I want every one of you to know that type are also like visuals. The same way we use images on our design is the same way we use type. And that's why the use of the right type can spice your project. The use of the right type can quickly pass the message to your viewers. And that's why for you to use type the right way, you need to understand that a good design with type must look simple, must inform, and must be detailed. All right? Because you're not making your type visible. You're not making your project simple can affect the visibility of your type. And I'm going to show you guys my point here because I'm sure some of you may not really understand what I'm saying now. So I'm going to switch to my screen and I'll quickly show you guys how to pick type. And I'm sure you guys are going to thank me after this tutorial. All right, so let's start. You know, I've mentioned this several times that as designers, we are storytellers, and how we tell stories with design is how we play with our elements. All right, but today our focus is on the use of type. All right, now when you've gotten the visual to use on your project, all right, there's this part of you creating what I called unity, because there's also the part of unity in the principle of design. All right, unity is making your elements look like they are together. All right, like they are one family. All right, so if I put this title here, all right, it will still fly. When you are playing with type, what you should always make available is contrast. Contrast is very important where using type is concerned. All right, so I'm going to create contrast with my type here. And remember, I mentioned that we use type like images. All right, normally I'm supposed to get a picture of maybe something like a something that depicts smoke here, but right now I can't do that because we're not talking about people smoking. We're talking about good breath. So we're going to use type to depict the the breath. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to play with this and see. You remember I told you that there should be contrast. So I'm about to create contrast here now. I'm going to make this bigger like so. And the reason why I'm using this character here is because this is a corporate project. And when it comes to corporate design, it's always advisable for you not to play. All right, don't use too much playful type. It's better you use a sans serif type. Sans serif type is always best for corporate project. All right, so since this is a corporate project, it is better we make it look professional. All right, yeah. So I'm going to make this bigger. Or you know what? Since this is the name of the brand, we're going to make this smaller. All right, because we already have the name here on the bottle, so I'm going to make this smaller. And I'm going to make fresh bread. Remember, I told you that contrast is what you should watch out for. Okay, so I'm going to copy this out. Fresh breath. All right. Then I'll place this. Paste this here. No place. It's paste. Then this should be bigger. I'm going to push this here and I'm going to close the space, which is the tracking between the letters, and I'm going to position this here, like that. All right, then for this, all right, remember I told you contrast your type. All right, so for this I'm not going to make use of the same bold type now. All right, because like I said, I'm trying to make it look abstract. All right, and yeah, I'm trying to make it look dynamic. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of using bold here, I'm going to use extra light. All right, because there's also the part of, you know, contrasting the weights. So I decided to use Illustrator because Photoshop is not giving me what I want. And that's why you need to learn how to use other applications. All right. So I'm going to first off convert my text to outline. All right. And make sure the text is well aligned. And I'll position this here. Then I'm going to draw a shape like that. And I'm going to move this up, move this down a bit. All right. Then position this here like so. Make it a bit bigger. And then I'm going to shift select the two objects. Then I'll go to object here and I'm going to select envelope this dot, make with top objects. All right. So right now we are going to move this up, this down like that. All right. Then this is going to come here and this is going to come here. I can even make this more, you know, wavy like, which is why I prefer Illustrator. So we can down, move this down, move this down, move this up, and then we can just, you know, make it go this way and like that. All right. Yeah. So this is it. This is exactly what I want to achieve. So we're going to go back to Photoshop. So this is the second project, and here I'm going to be showing you guys how to pick type. Your visual, all right, the illustration you're using on your project is what really determines the type of type you're going to use on the project. And that's is similar to what I did on the first project that you know, I just showed you guys now. So here, if you look at the donuts we have here, you'll notice they have this they have this round look. And if I'm going to pick any type now, the type I'm going to use now should have that round look. I'm going to select the layer and I'm going to change this to I have got round. All right. Now, this is not the only character you can use. All right. You can always use any font to achieve this. And I'm going to make this, you know, bigger like that. And this is our title. And now we are going to make it look dynamic. So what we're going to do now is when you are trying to, you know, creating an interesting project, you need to put yourself in the shoe of the viewers. What is that thing that when you see it on any design project, it draws your attention to want to look at the project? Now, the powerful and interesting word, all right, or phrase is what you are going to make loud. So here we have buy, all right, we have buy 10 and get 12. So get 12 is what I'm going to make loud. And we can now make donuts since we already have the donut here. So it's better we don't make donut loud because we can you know, already see that there's a donut image here. So the donut doesn't need to be loud. All right, so I'm going to make this cap. All right, and I'm going to put this first in a group. All right, and I'm going to open the group now, make a copy of the group first. Yeah, I'm going to make a copy of the group, and we are going to convert the type here to a shape. So convert to shape, and I'm going to hit Ctrl E to, you know, merge the layers. Then I'll go to my shape tool here and I'll add stroke, but we need to change the color of our stroke. So I'm going to use this because I'm going to pick this color from here. Or let's just use this. Now, the reason I'm using a darker color is because my background is bright. So I need to use a color that is going to contrast my background. So I'm going to hit the OK button. All right. And I'm going to make this real big. All right. Now we're seeing some issue here. So we're going to fix that. And I'll go right here. And no, sorry. I'm going to select here. And I'm going to change this to curve. All right. The corners need to be curved. and we can make this real big like that. Okay, then we can make a copy of this, and this here can now change to this color, and we can make this a bit, smaller like that. Or another cool thing we can do is to pick this color right here. Okay, now we can see the by text again, so we can now change the color to something else like that. All right, like that. And if you still want to create more drama, you can make a copy of this and make this smaller with Control T, and go to your shape to here, change this to no color, and change this to white, and change the stroke style to dash. And now you can make this, bigger, which is this is too much. So we're going to make it, 3 is fine. All right, then you can place this here, and you're good to go like that. All right, you can just place this here, and that's cool. All right, so on this third design, all right, my focus here is just to show you how we can use type and color to tell story, to inform our viewers. So what I'm going to do is, all right, I'm still going to use the same character here. Okay, and I'm going to make this all cap. So I'm acting like this is a short magazine article. All right, so I'm going to use extra bold. All right, and we are going to use color to make this balance. So we have feeling sick here. So what I'm going to do is to use a gray color, all right, to depict the sick. All right, I know so many of you don't know this. So there are times when you need to use color to explain what the message is saying. All right, and that's why you notice when you watch movies, when you get to the part where they want to create that feeling, they want you to have this feeling like something bad happened. They make the whole place look, they make all the colors, they make them dull. All right, and that's what I just did here. All right, so I hope you guys get that. Okay, so for our last design for today, so this is one of the design that was posted in our WhatsApp group, and it's a beautiful project. I like the composition, the layout is beautiful. All right, but the part where I noticed the designer did not play right is the part of playing with the type. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to make your type to interesting and how to make your layout balance. All right, so I'm going to make a copy of this, and I'll move this down like that. Okay, and I'm going to take out the logo. All right, so I'm going to shift select the 2 layers now, and I'm going to make this smaller, and this is going to come here. Okay, and we'll move this out here and move this out like that. Okay, then this can come right here like so. Then for the dates, you can have the dates here. You see, there are some colors. All right, there are times when you don't apply some colors to your type, most especially when the type is small. Now this background here is bright, and orange color most time is not always visible on small text. And I want every one of you to take note of this. Orange color does not work well on white or bright background when you apply it to a very small information on your project. So watch out for it. All right, please. Yellow is another color that you need to avoid when applying it to your element on a bright background. All right, so I'm going to change this color here to black. All right, and we are going to make this visible. Sorry, it's because I don't have the artwork, and that's why the design is looking this way, but this is still better. All right, so this can the dates needs to go up like that. All right, And yes, but it's a beautiful project. I like the composition, I like the colors, and I like the type used on the project. So this is the after and this is the before. All right. I'm sure you had fun watching this tutorial. If you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button and remember to click the post notification bell so you get notified when I post my tutorials. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.